Alright everyone, welcome to my Resident Evil 3 walkthrough on hard mode. This is part 2, of course. So now that we've escaped that burning gas station, you're going to want to come over here. We need to find the switch of the mayor, Michael Warren, and hit this button over here in order to acquire the bronze book. So what is it? Do they, like, make statues of every new mayor they have, or what? Or is that just some really, really important mayor that they had? Who knows? So, now that we have the bronze book, we need to go place it into a cove back here in order to get the bronze compass. And, yeah. So, the Resident Evil 6 demo was released this week. Sadly, I could not play it because I did not pick up Dragon's Dogma, and I could not justify spending $50 on a game just for a demo. Sadly, because I really wanted to play that demo, but this is the area that you want to put the bronze book into. Once you do that, you'll be able to run over here and pick up the bronze compass. And now that we have the bronze compass, we can run back to the mayor statue and place it there. But anyway, as I was saying, I could not justify spending that much money just for a demo. As much as I love Resident Evil, yeah, I'm not really interested in Dragon's Dogma whatsoever. So, and especially it has so much DLC that goes along with it. That is on the disc as well, so yeah, I'm not going to bother with that game. The demo is going to be released for the general public in September, so I suppose I'll just wait those few months and pick up the demo then. It's not that much time to wait, and yeah, it's better than spending $50 or $60 on a game that I do not want. So anyway, we're going to want to come back here and place the compass in the mayor's hand. And yeah, let's see what happens now. Spins around. And we get an elevator battery. The exact same type of elevator battery that's found in the older Resident Evil titles. So now that we have this battery, we need to place it into a well, near a cove so that we can use a lift. And of course, as you saw when you ran back through here, zombie dogs flew through the window. Sometimes it's crows. I do not know what the cause or what you need to do in order to get crows. I doubt you need to do anything. I'm pretty sure it's random, but or it might be that if you play on easy mode, there are crows there. And if you play on hard mode, it's the zombie dogs. Don't really remember. So right here, all I did was put away the majority of my health items and left. You will most likely be coming across Nemesis when going through to do this. And why did I hit start there? But yeah, you're most likely going to come across Nemesis through here, so be wary of that. You're going to have to dodge him. So let's go place this battery on the lift, and let's go to a new area that we haven't seen before. So you're going to want to dodge these guys. I once again forgot what their names are, but once again, I'm sure the annotations know what the names are. So let's place the battery over here, and let's use the lift. So in this area, there's going to be a gigantic horde of zombies. They can be in one of two places. They're either going to be near this position, or they are going to be up ahead near the door that I'm going to go to. So as you saw when they're in that position that they were in, all you need to do is stay to the left side, or the right side rather, and yeah, they won't be able to grab you for some reason. They'll just start vomiting. I'm not sure why they don't grab you. Not that it matters, because it makes life far easier for us. So now we are in National Grid, and yeah, let's relay the power, and let's do this mini puzzle over here. So we need to open one of the shutters. So one of the solutions is red, blue, 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 and it will open the first shutter. If you want either the Magnum or the grenade launcher, which will be found in the second shutter, the other solution for this is blue, red, blue, red. But if you do not want the Magnum or the grenade launcher, whether or not you picked up one or the other earlier in the game at the police station, you can just leave this area after picking up the fuse. Okay, so once again, if you do not want the grenade launcher or the Magnum, that'll be found in the other shutter, run to the emergency exit through here, because it's a lot faster to do. And it's somewhat easier, because you don't have to deal with that horde of zombies again, because Nemesis will be outside. But, if you do want to pick this up, you're going to have a little, I don't know, I guess it'll be a bit harder since we have to dodge all those zombies again, and they're going to be in their other position, which kind of sucks. But as you can see, there's a lot of zombies here that are decapped. Alright, so let's make our way out of National Grid, and as you can see, this is the other area that these zombies can be in. And I was pretty careless through here. I probably should have brought a health item or something, but yeah, not that it matters at this point. So now we are going to be running back near the beginning of the game, and we are going to be acquiring a fire hose by using the wrench. So let's dodge these monsters here and make our way back. Oh yeah, that's perfect. So, as I was watching some of the Resident Evil 6 demos that people were putting up, something that I just do not like right now about the game is the way the reticule is, and you're going to want to dodge all these zombies, of course. I'm sure that I pick up a health item when I run in here, because of course this is a safe room, and if you'd like to save here, do so. I wouldn't recommend it though, because we haven't done that much. But, yeah, if you want to save, and you're afraid that you're going to die, be sure to do so. So let's get out of here, and try to get that fire hose. So yeah, one thing that I do not like is the way the reticule works. So what you essentially get, you get your laser dot sight, and then you get this reticule that's over the screen all the time. So when you aim that reticule over a zombie, the red dot sight appears, which is, I don't know, it's just, I just don't see the need for the reticule at all. I'd rather just have the laser dot sight, because Operation Raccoon City had the laser dot sight and the reticule thing going on, and it just did not work at all. Sometimes the laser dot sight would just be all over the place, even though your reticule was just like perfectly over a zombie, or perfectly over something's head, whether it be a spec ops or a zombie or whatever, or hunter. And you know, you'd miss your shot even though your reticule was over the zombie, but because your laser dot sight wasn't over it, you'd miss the shot. And there's no real way to control where the laser dot sight was in Operation Raccoon City. It seemed random. So yeah, I really hope it doesn't work like Operation Raccoon City. If it does, that's going to be a huge detriment to the game, in my opinion, of course. And right here, I tried to shoot the explosive barrel, but I missed because these stupid monsters were in the way. But as you can see, they made it easy for me, so I just ran away. And as you saw, I used the wrench in order to pick up the fire hose over there. And now we are going to put out a fire with the fire hose, of course, naturally. So something that I really liked about the Resident Evil 6 demo that I've seen anyway, sadly I cannot play it, but yeah, I went over that already. So this is where you're going to want to use a fire hose, and we want to put out this fire located over here. And I'm sure you guys remember this area from earlier where the zombie dogs jumped through the flames and tried to attack you. But now they're not here. Now they're in the next room for some reason. So let's run through here. And right now we are making our way to the sales office. We're gonna meet up with Nikolai in there as well. For some reason, there's like a zombie in that building over there. I don't think you can actually, get attacked by that zombie, because I don't know of a way to get into that building. So as you saw, there was a crank on the floor over there. You will not need that whatsoever. But yeah, let's go into the sales office and get some story.
What did you do?
I had no choice. He was about to turn into a zombie. It would have been a threat, so I eliminated it.
But he was still conscious, wasn't he?
He was as good as dead. And it took fewer bullets to kill him now than it would have if he had transformed.
Okay, so there's a first aid spray located on the left here. I didn't mean to click on Nikolai. So now what you're going to want to do is pick up the remote control, and we are going to get the answer, or we're going to get the product that we need to type into the computer in order to open a door. There are 3 products that can appear here. It's either Aqua Cure, Safe Sprin, or Safsprin, and Adravil. I will put those all up in an annotation, just in case someone just doesn't want to use the remote control there for some odd reason. You can just type in whatever one works for you. So for me, it is Aqua Cure. So let's enter it. And yeah. Come on, unlock the door. Thank you. Alrighty. So now we're going to run back here in order to pick up the oil additive. And there's some gunpowder in that room. You may or may not want to pick it up. And yeah, we are going to get a surprise once we pick this stuff up. So as I was saying, something that I really liked about the game were the transforming zombie, or Guavo or Yavo, I forgot how you pronounce those things, but I really like that when you shoot them, they like transform into different things, like parts of their body transforms. That was only in Chris's campaign as far as I saw. It might have been in Jake's, but I'm not really sure. Oh, here we go, a cutscene. Alright, so right here we are met by a whole horde of zombies. What you want to do is shoot the steam pipe over here, and they will walk into it. If they walk into it, they will die, and it'll make it easier to dodge them. If you don't want to shoot the steam pipe, you can just run into them and just push them away and just run toward the door. It's just as easy, but if you didn't want to take damage, it's usually best to, shoot the steam pipe. And right here, I just ran into zombies like an idiot. So, now we are going to be running all the way back to the trolley car. But before that, we need to run to the garage that was near the safe room in order to pick up a power cable. But once we have that power cable, we will have all the items that we need in order to fix the trolley car. So, yeah, we are almost on our way out of this city. Or at least this part of the city. So yeah, as I was saying, I really like the transforming monsters in it. Oh, and of course, Nemesis is now going to be chasing us. So once again, use the same tactics that you used earlier in order to dodge Nemesis. He is not too bad, as usual. You do need to watch out for his grab attack. That is his most deadly attack, because he can insta-kill you with that. You may or may not want to combine the oil additive with the gas that we got from the gas station. And, yeah, move on your way. All I did was put away some of the health items and the gunpowder that I got. So now I'm going to be running to the garage to pick up the power cable. And yeah, we are almost out of here. yeah, by the end of this video, we will have defeated Nemesis with Jill. Or at least we will have apparently defeated Nemesis with Jill, and we will become infected. But that's somewhat of a spoiler. So as you can see, Nemesis is going to be chasing us all through here. It's really fine because he's usually too far back to even grab you. So yeah, we should be good. We are going to be heading into the garage now, and yeah, it's pretty obvious where the power cable is. I'm not sure why those crows just broke out through there. So you can hear the power cable. It's in this car over here. Let's just pick it up and let's be on our way so we can leave this place. And now we have all 3 items that we need. And what is happening? Okay, so what you're going to want to do here, obviously, is climb up. If you do choose to fall down, you're going to end up in the room, or in the area that I just left prior to being in this garage, where the crows broke out through. There's a manhole over there that you will climb out of. It's really pointless to go down there, though. I would not recommend it at all, unless you're just really curious, but yeah, it's definitely not worth it. So, let's be on our way to the trolley car. And, as I was talking about Resident Evil 6, something else that I really liked about the game was the Leon campaign. I really liked the atmosphere that they had. Even though it was really slow, it just gave you a taste of his campaign, but I thought it was really well done. Reminded me a lot of the older games in the series, like Resident Evil 2. And something else that was really cool with Leon was the dual wielding. I really liked the way that worked as well. I'm just really hoping that the aiming isn't clunky. That's my biggest fear about that game right now, is the aiming. I really hope it's not like Operation Raccoon City. So, as you know, there was a safe room in that door to the right that I ran by. If you'd like, you could have saved it right now, just in case you thought you'd die. And now we are making our way back into City Hall and to the trolley car, so we can place all of these items. Oh, and another game that I've been playing is Slender. I haven't played it that much, but it's a pretty interesting game. It sort of reminds me of this game a bit, in that you're stalked by this monster throughout the entirety of it. But yeah, the game's really interesting. I'm still not really sure about how it works exactly, though, how the Slender Man works, because I don't know, sometimes it seems like he can take control of your character and just turn him around to make you look at him. I'm not sure how that works, but yeah, most pages I've collected so far is like 6, but bear in mind I've only played the game like 3 times at this point, so yeah, I'm gonna try to collect all the pages. I'm not sure though. And I wonder what these tremors are about. Okay, so this is probably the hardest boss battle since the first encounter with the snake in the original Resident Evil. So what you need to do here is hit both of the emergency power switches and hit the ladder switch, and then go up the ladder and you're done. So yeah, you don't even have to bother fighting that worm. It reminds me exactly of the first encounter with the snake from Resident Evil 1 or Resident Evil Director's Cut, when you could just run in the room, take the item, and leave. So, now we are back at the trolley, so let's run in, place all the items, and get this thing working so we can leave this part of the city and escape from Nemesis finally. So this is where you're going to want to put all the items. The mixed oil goes here, the fuse goes here, and of course the power cables go here.
It looks like we're ready to go. Here, take this.
Okay. Nikolai won't be joining us.
I understand. I'll operate the cable car. Let's go.
Alright, so you're going to want to run to the front of the cable car. Do not bother picking up the mechanic's memo. It's useless at this point. If you picked it up when you first came in here, that's fine, but why even bother picking it up now? I don't know what I was doing.
It's looking good.
This.
Mikhail!
Oh yeah, Carlos, you're really concerned, aren't you? I mean, you just stood there. Amazing. Douchebag. So just run back here. Alright, let's leave.
Get out of the cable car, now!
Mikhail, wait! Don't!
Get out of here! Hurry!
Mikhail.
No, the brakes are out!
Okay, so in this scene, even though the more logical thing to do would be to use the emergency brake, you're going to want to jump out the window.
It's useless.
So what we're going to want to do in here is go to that crooked picture there, knock it down, so we can pick up the clock T key, or the clock tower key, of course, because right now we are in a clock tower, which is awesome. Like the game Clock Tower, which is also a great game. Clock Tower for the PlayStation 1, it is a point-and-click game, but it is really good. I suggest that people play it. I never played Clock Tower 2, though, but Clock Tower 3 was really good as well on the PlayStation 3. Had some fantasy elements to it, but really good game. And of course it was like the precursor, The Haunting Ground, which is an awesome game for the PlayStation 2.
Carlos!
Well, we both managed to survive. Maybe we can start helping each other again.
Yeah, it's been rough. But we can rest now.
No, we're the only ones left. There's no rest for the wicked. Here's a gift for you.
Awesome freeze rounds. These are the best against Nemesis. So as I said, the freeze rounds are the best against Nemesis. He's weak to them for some reason. And there is an ink ribbon over here if you need more save slots or save space or whatever. So if you want, you can take that and go back into the safe room that we just left and save. But if you don't want to, you can go into this room because there's another save spot up ahead. There's also a mine thrower and a first aid spray in here. The mine thrower is an interesting weapon. It pretty much kills zombies with one shot. It'll kill hunters with about 2, but it is really slow to activate because of course you're throwing mines or shooting mines. So, you know, you'll shoot the mine, it'll take a few seconds, and then it'll explode. I do end up using it in the park area, which will be in the next video. So, what we're going to want to do is run over here, and yeah, we are going to get another clock T key. And of course, there's a box in here, and a save, or a typewriter in here, so that you can save. So yeah, probably going to want to not follow my advice from earlier to go back and save, since we just came into a safe room over here. You're going to want to pick up all this gunpowder and make some more freeze rounds. And to make freeze rounds is really simple. All you need to do is combine the 2 red gunpowders together, combine 2 yellow gunpowders together, and then combine those 2 together and you will get freeze rounds. And if you need to see the explanation for how to make freeze rounds, I will put it in the annotations. So when we come back through here, a lot of zombies are going to pop out of here. I'm not sure if I said it, but yeah, we needed to pick up the clock T key from that safe room, or the second clock T key. And yeah, now we are going to go and use it. So let's go up to the clock tower to use the key, and we are going to solve a puzzle. And apparently Nemesis has found us. He is quite a diligent fellow, is he not? So we are introduced to a classic enemy in this area, which are the gigantic spiders. And yeah, they work exactly how they did in Resident Evil 1 and Resident Evil 2. For the most part, they're really simple to dodge, unless you just stand right next to them so they can spew their jizz on your face. And yeah, you will get poisoned because of it. Of course, there are red herbs here. I picked them up because there is another box up in the clock tower. So yeah, there's a lot of boxes in this area, in a close vicinity, so don't worry about picking up a lot of items because you will most likely run across a box. And of course, as you saw, we used the clock T key in order to lower this ladder. And yeah, up here we are going to need to solve a puzzle with the music box. It's really simple to do. So as you can hear, we need to recreate this tune, and it cannot be flat. So we need to pick the right slots, or we need to move these little figures into the right spot so that the tune sounds right. If it doesn't sound right, you just move it to the opposite slot. As you can hear, it's really weird sounding. Out of tune. So we just need to put the music back in tune and then just let it play through, and we will get a new item. Yeah, I shouldn't have switched that last one. So let's play it. Awesome. So what is this? It is the Chronos train, or Chronos chain, rather. And you're going to want to combine the Chronos chain with the clock T key, and we're going to go back downstairs in order to use it. I really prefer that tune over the tune that plays constantly in Resident Evil Code Veronica. And oh my god, what is this? It is Nemesis. So even though using the cord seems like the more logical choice, use the light. Yeah, Nemesis, there you go. So when I first did that, I used the cord when I first played the game because I thought electrocuting Nemesis would be the more obvious option to use because it'd damage him, but apparently it's not, because if you use the cord, he will be chasing you through here. So yeah, you're gonna want to use the light and just knock him off the clock tower. So let's make our way and use the Chrono's key that we just created. It is near this other safe room and at this green door. Once we use it, we can discard the Chrono's key. And now we are going to be doing another puzzle. And of course we need to avoid these spiders through here, but this puzzle is somewhat annoying to people who don't understand what's going on anyway. It's really easy once you know how to do it. So what you essentially need to do is make the middle clock, or you need to make the center clock be at 12 o'clock. So each of these little obsidian balls or crystal balls and amber, well, each of these little balls will change the timers a certain amount. So the crystal ball will take away 1 hour from the past image, it will add 1 hour to the present image, and it will add 2 hours to the future image. So I will be putting all this information in an annotation so that you guys can solve the puzzle. So all you need to do is use these 3 balls in order to make it 12 o'clock in the middle. And yeah, as you can see, once we do that, the puzzle is solved. I doubt my explanation was sufficient enough, but I'm sure the annotations will help with elucidating on that further. So, now that we have the gold gear... Was it called the gold? Yeah, the gold gear. We can run back to the top of the clock tower again and pick up the silver gear and combine the two together. And we will use that in order to activate the clock tower, so that we can get some evac up in here, because we need to escape this city, truly. Oh, something that I really hated in Resident Evil Umbrella Chronicles was how they did Resident Evil 3. They completely botched the story in that game. They made it so that Jill and Carlos escaped through the police station, which made absolutely no sense. And I don't know, it was just really stupid. I wanted to see like these areas, like the clock tower and stuff, see Nemesis shoot down the helicopter, but yeah, they completely screwed that. They didn't even give us like the final form of Nemesis in that either. Yet another reason I don't really care for Umbrella Chronicles much. I really love Dark Side Chronicles, but Umbrella Chronicles was a disappointment to me. As far as Resident Evil 3 went, I did like the Ada stuff they had in there. Did like the Resident Evil 0 stuff as well. And I did like the mini campaign with Rebecca and... what's his name? Not Forrest. Richard. I like that. Even though it wasn't co-op for some reason and you have both characters. Once again, it makes no sense. So what you're going to want to do, as I said earlier, is combine the 2 gears and place them in that slot so that the clock tower can activate and we can escape. So let's escape the city. We are done with the game, apparently. Really short game, but really awesome in my opinion.
We're saved. Down here! It's finally over. Huh?
So much for our rescue.
Stars.
Uh-oh, looks like Nemesis infected us with the T-virus. So, what you will want to do here is shoot Nemesis with the freeze rounds. He takes about 11 shots with the freeze rounds. You will need to watch how much damage you take because you can't really tell what your health status is because you are poisoned right now by the T-virus. So if Nemesis hits you a few times, be sure to heal. And he's a really easy boss for the most part. And yeah, that is the end of this part. And I will see you guys in the next one when we have to find a cure for the gorgeous Jill Valentine.
Jill! Jill! Hang in there! What have I done? I'm sorry, Jill. Please, wake up! Jill! Jill!